Yeah, the way that I found my roommate is that at UMD you can either like find a roommate prior and like submit that. Like if you both submit each other, then that's your roommate. Or you can just like go into random draw, and it's not fully random because you're like putting things about yourself, like you are an early bird or like a night owl, and like then it'll like put you with someone who's most compatible, but it's like very very surface level stuff, and that doesn't guarantee a good roommate like at all. But I was really lucky because my school has, and a lot of schools do this too, they have like a UMD 2028, that's the class that I'm in, page where like you can like people post themselves with their bios, and like you can like text people and like get to know them, see if you're like compatible to be roommates. That's how I found my roommate, and she was a really great roommate. We had like no issues, and I just think that the biggest thing is that if there's something that's like bothering you, to say it immediately, because if you let things fester, then that's how you like build resentment, and then it becomes like a hostile environment. And the last thing you want is you have like a long day of classes, you go back to a roommate that you don't like and you don't feel happy in your living space, because that's where you sleep. So I think that like if you have any issues, if something is bothering you, bring it up and try to like work it out like calmly, so it doesn't like fester into like a bigger problem. I had friends who unfortunately like they had roommates, whether it was random or not, like they had roommate issues, and like they would come to me and talk to me about their issues with their roommates. And I would often think, and I'll tell them too, like, why don't you tell this to them so that you can resolve this issue instead of just like letting it grow. And I think that like that is like one of the major things to like make sure you have a good relationship with your roommate. Also like setting boundaries way like in advance. I know my school had a thing where we had like we were forced to like set like a roommate agreement, like contract thing, like talking about like who's allowed in the dorm, what's shared property versus what belongs to each other, you know, and like all of that stuff is like really important. If you're not forced to do that, you should still do that. You should still like have these conversations and like say like, are we both using this like shared fridge, or is it mine? Like if I put milk in the fridge, like can we both use this? Is it yours? Like how late are we staying up? Like common courtesy things, because like, and try to think of things that are like not basic level, because it'll come up like very specific things later on that'll like bother you. So like try to get deep in the beginning so that you have a strong relationship. And your roommate doesn't need to be your bestest friend. Like your roommate just needs to be someone who you're comfortable living with. So as long as you have like a somewhat of a relationship, like that's what's most important.